Alright, welcome back. Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has finally said the reasons why 2023 general elections worsened are disunity. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo's observation that the 2023 general election have divided Nigerians more than ever before cannot, he said, be disputed. On Thursday, April, he made the observation at a seminar in Abuja. Meanwhile, the 2023 elections would have been just another contest between candidates and political parties, but virtually everyone involved engaging in acts of impunity in order to win by any means possible. Onto this, what a big difference was that, unlike in other parts of the country, ethnic profiling, attacks, disfranchisement, and burning of market aimed at the specific ethnic group nearly spilled out of control in Lagos. What happens in Lagos affects Nigeria. My fellow Nigerians, prior to the campaigns and the elections, Lagos residents exploited peacefully despite their ethnic and religious diversities. In fact, despite ethnic, religious, and regional differences, the youth in particular were ecstatic about making a difference in ensuring that Nigerians' fortunes after May 29, 2023. Some political forces believed that the only way to succeed was to free an ethnic demons. Onto this, it is an old streak that has never failed in Nigeria politics despite running on a Muslim ticket. Nigerians, Obasanjo said, forgot their ethnic and religious differences in 1993, and voted for the late Chief Mahmoud Abiola of the Social Democratic Party, known as the SDP. The military government of General Ibrahim Babangida unturned the election, triggering a national crisis that sparked primordial divisions. The crisis was only resolved when the injured region southwest was packed with the gift of a President Olusegun Obasanjo. Alright, onto this, as a result, the division has or does not stem from the people. It comes from the political and the cultural establishment. Disunity, poverty, religion, recognition, and regionalism and illiteracy have all been weaponized by the country's political elite for their own gain throughout history. History has it that it is a tired and a true weapon in which political arsenal used to keep them in power at the expense of our national unity, sociocultural and development, and economic development. My fellow country people, without wasting much of their time, President Muhammadu Buhari's administration was the most divisive in Nigeria history as long as this news is concerned, and Nigeria was fortunate to have survived this or his extreme nepotism and convinced-based mindset towards some part of the country, which he said he did in complete disregard of his constitutional obligations and oath of office. As you can see, the screenshot from the Vanguard from President Olusegun Obasanjo's remark that the 2023 general election have left Nigerians more divided than ever before cannot, he said, be faulted. He made observation at a seminar in Abuja on Thursday, April 6, 2023. Meanwhile, the 2023 elections would have passed as just another contestation among candidates and their political parties, where virtually everyone involved spread themselves to acts of impunity in by all means. Well, the truth remains that Nigerians have peace. They have placed their faith in the Independent National Electoral Commission, known as the INEC, promised to hold a credible general election guaranteed by the absolute development of foolproof technology. Much of the discourse and much of this record Obasanjo campaigns has also complained about the steam from the Commission's failure to follow certain provisions of the Electoral Act and its own guidelines during the general election. And that is what is making us to pass through all these things. Their failure to give in through fair and credible election kept us like this, and we are all in mood at this time. President Olusegun Obasanjo has finally blasted and said that the reasons why 2023 general election has worsened the scenario is because of all these direct beavers and whatever means INEC used to do and rig election. And this time around, President Olusegun says finally said the reason why 2023 election wasn't our disunity. Well, my fellow country people, well, let me have your take on this matter. Let me have your take. Meanwhile, Chimamanda have said why and how INEC rigged general election is something that is terrifying. Award-winner writer and renowned novelist Chimamanda Achịchịe has doubted down on her criticism of the conduct of the 2023 presidential election. Remember that Chimamanda had in a letter to United States President Joe Biden warned him against legitimizing the election, which he described as deliberately manipulated. Ramping up her castigation of Independent National Electoral Commission, Chimamanda also said that the electoral empire's excuses that says that we are technical inches in real time uploading of presidential election result was not convincing and unbelievable. Achịchịe, who spoke on Arise Television on Monday, maintained that INEC refusal to upload the results in real time was done on purpose to manipulate the outcome of the election. My fellow country people, not true be that, because Chimamanda she also noted that rigging of the election started long before the poll through systematic voters disenfranchisement when INEC refused to give vote card to those who registered for their permanent voters card. I tried very hard because I had been assured and assured that technology would serve us, and we should also talk about how difficult it was to collect BVCs and how that it seems if these people that collected the PVC did not vote, they are being disenfranchised. It has been that she also pointed out that one of the most gaining evidence of the manipulation of the pool were multi-lettered election sheets and the poll unit agent publicly bringing or speaking about how results from the polling unit were different from official announcements, and that has been the case so far. Well, my fellow country people, what more are we going to say other than to let you have your take right in the comment section? Remember to subscribe. Thank you for joining us.